everyone, welcome to our second Video Chat Now. Today we'll be covering all things from new releases, Grammy nominations, and the holiday season. My name is Kelly Sheridan. I'm here with
James Page,
Sierra Chapman,
and Caleb Ford.
First, let's go into a little bit of some new releases that are coming out. Eminem announced his next album will be released on December 15th, which is titled Revival. And it's his first album in a while, and he just released the track list for it. What do you guys think about that?
I think it looks really interesting. I'm a huge fan of Eminem myself, and I've been waiting for quite a while. It does look a little interesting, though. You've got lots of other stars collaborating, kind of like what the Gorillaz did with their latest album, too.
Totally.
So
I think it's really interesting, the types of people he has that are featuring Ed Sheeran. Beyonce, obviously.
Yeah.
He just released that
Beyonce
single.
has been in, a lot of features lately.
Been doing
so I think this is quite interesting with Eminem, because not only did she do a feature of Ed Sheeran, now she's with Eminem, so I think that would be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
And also, he hasn't released the album in 4 years.
Yeah.
So this should be fire, as people say. Hopefully.
She giving y'all a heads up. She coming back, so let's see what next year brings.
Yeah. So Eminem announced that his features on his album include Kalani, Alicia Keys, Pink, Ed Sheeran, and of course Beyonce. I think something that's very interesting with this album is to look at Eminem made a lot of headlines a couple months ago with his freestyle bashing Trump.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to affect him?
No.
His sales? Do you think?
not at all.
I feel like Eminem's known for like lashing out and stuff, so it's like normal. So it's like I kind of expected it like sooner or later.
Yeah, he's very in your face type of guy.
Yeah, definitely something.
I think it's cool of him to do that. I think it's really awesome because it's like you don't really see like kind of people who like you wouldn't normally you would expect it from Eminem. But like he's like a white guy, he's like a rapper, and he's like standing up to like people who like there's a lot of people who probably support Trump who might be like in his demographic and stuff. So he drew that line. He literally said it, and he was like, I don't care. Like this is what I stand
for. Real
for.
diehard Eminem fans will still stand by him even
absolutely.
with this album.
Yeah.
And he's always known to do something that's amazing. Like Rap God, wasn't that his last song called?
I think
something like that.
Yeah, it was.
But that was fire. Yeah, I think it's.
He's also good at voicing his opinion. I feel like some artists just like have issues with that. Like, I mean, I would like to know what other artists just like think about like Donald Trump, even though I respect like their opinions and stuff. But it's like I want to know like what you think. Like some people, I don't know, like Madonna and like Justin Timberlake. Like when they first started, like they had like more African American fans, but then they got famous and started to forget like where they came from. Right. So it's like you want to know like where do you stand? Like what do you think about this? Like they don't really speak on it. So
and sometimes it's best to stay out of the situation because that's when you make more fire to the situation that doesn't need to be there when you start talking about it. So
But sometimes I feel like it's important for artists to do that because it's like if there's like a wrong, like I don't know, like if something's going on in the U.S., like people, I think it there's a whole discussion with athletes and everything, like where's their place and stuff, and it's like there's definitely that line where it's like, okay, like are you going to maybe polarize your fan base or are you going to stand up for what you believe in? So and I think it goes the same with musicians, and Eminem was basically like, I don't care.
They probably still like they'll lose fans if they voice their opinion.
You know, I don't think that really tends to exist anymore. I kind of think all media that you see yourself in is good media. I don't think there's a such thing as bad media anymore. And we especially see that, I mean, even though we're trying to deny it with President Trump, as in like, even though it's bad, he still gets all the attention he wants. So
I agree.
So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, the album comes out December 15th.
Super excited.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited for that one. I'm excited for it to come out. Eminem's always releasing good stuff.
Yeah.
So another recent release is Black Bear released his album Cybersex, and he actually released it on Cyber Monday, which is kind of funny.
That's cool.
On November 27th. And the thing that really struck my eye about this is that it is his second released album this year, which I think is very impressive.
And I think it's better than his first album, honestly. Like I was just in my dorm just rocking to it, and then I listened to his first one. I'm like, it's not as good. So maybe he dropped this album because he felt, you know, maybe this will be the fire track versus this album.
That's
like,
interesting.
He may actually get some hits from this album versus the other album because honestly, I don't think, like, what's his biggest song on his last album?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, like maybe he may get some better, you know, exposure with this album versus his album before. So
I just think it's interesting because it's like a lot of people, like you see it all the time, like artists when they release albums, it's this huge thing where they like have to create this whole marketing plan and everything. It takes months and months in advance of planning. And he was like, to do that once is like a huge effort, and let alone twice. So I think I was impressed by that.
I agree.
So
I agree.
we'll see how it's.
So his biggest song on there was Do Re Mi, but on this album he has some with 2 Chainz, Tinashe, how would I say her name? Machine Gun Kelly, T-Pain, Rick Ross, like this Neo. All these people are on this album, so I think this album could lead him to something.
Did he have any features on the first one? Do you have the track list up?
Let's see. Cause I think Do Re Mi, didn't he do that with somebody? Juicy J and 24 Hours. That's a Stalking Gia. All these other people that, on this album. But honestly, he has more features on this album. It'll probably most likely get more exposure than this album.
But sometimes I feel like too many features, like it kind of like hurts like your talent, because it's like you got all these people in your songs, like, well, we want to hear your skills. Like,
Ariana
what are you
Grande.
with,
well, obviously he's tried that. Look, he's tried that, and look what happened.
Yeah.
It didn't really get much
most of the
exposure.
critics portray him as this SoundCloud artist where he doesn't work much on his marketing or anything like that. So I think that's another reason why he was able to get
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, 2 out so quickly. So
Yeah. Well, next, K. Michelle, she's up her 4th album, Kimberly, the People I Used to Know, is releasing this Friday. It features Chris Brown, Jeremiah, Yo Gotti, and Rodney Jenkins. She says the difference from this album from the past albums is it gets like a little bit more honest. You know, in the past, with her past relationships with Idris Elba, when she did Maybe I Should Call, and then she talks about her relationship with R. Kelly on Build a Man. And basically she says like, with this album, you can expect like a lot of more honesty, and I've always been a fan of K. Michelle. And she says that basically this is one of her last albums. Well, she got one more album with her contract with Atlantic Records, and then she says after that you can expect a country album as well as a possible return to television. So I'm here for it. I love K. Michelle.
Did you hear her new song Kim K?
No, I haven't.
Oh my
I
gosh,
heard
you gotta
Birthday,
listen to it.
Make This Song Cry. And
it's a bit controversial. Like I took a line from the song was, I wish I could be a Kardashian so I could be black. Then it says, put face over Pac, wear my braids to the back, throw a filter on that, cause ain't real and ain't funny. So how you feel? So I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Cause she's lashing at the Kardashians because, you know, Kardashians are known, like, you know, they can do all this stuff, but, you know, it's technically as black, but, you know, anybody else does it, you know.
Yeah, and for this album, she said nothing is off limits, even her past relationships. So we should expect a lot.
I think that's cool. I like it when artists do that.
Yeah.
Because it's like also like it's like it takes a lot for an artist to do that. I feel like because it's like it is their outlet. It is like their chance to be like vulnerable and stuff. So I like when like people like say like this, we're gonna take this back and stuff.
You put yourself out there for everyone to see something that you maybe didn't want anyone to see before.
Yeah, I think it also gives artists a lot more credibility.
Yeah.
Because if they're like creating music about their life, about their past like relationships and everything, like then you know it's real. They're not just singing something that someone handed to them. You know, it makes it so much more. And like I feel like that's why people like get into music and like listen to music so they can relate to it and stuff like that.
You can tell that Keisha Cole puts her heart and soul in the song. Like you hear that woman's emotions in her music. Like she's phenomenal.
I feel like since K. Michelle came out, she's been nothing but honest. Like she always talks about her past relationship stuff she's go through. So it's like I'm not saying it's like nothing new to me, but it's like I just like, what more you got to say? Because you know, she used to be on Love and Hip Hop, and she had her reality show, K. Michelle My Life. So she's pretty much like an open book. So it's like I learned a lot about her on being on those shows. So
it's better to put it out there than keep it in.
And then because if like you don't, then like that's when like the tabloid starts. Like that's when you start getting into stuff and like,
say, look, this is what you want to know. I'll tell you what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give the fans
what they want, and that's how you get more money.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about Christmas, or
You want to go into the Grammys, or
next?
Let's get Christmas out the way because I'm just tired of it.
you're tired of
You're already
Christmas
tired of
already?
Christmas? Oh boy.
I love Christmas.
Yeah, Sia just released her Christmas album. Something I think is really cool on the album is she doesn't do one cover on it. They're all new songs, like
Get outta
Christmas
here.
songs.
Yeah,
Which is really
the
cool.
Christmas
That's really
spirit
unique.
to be
That's
Yeah,
able
but
to make
I
a
also
whole
have
album.
I like support that, but I also have a problem with that because
Yeah.
it's like people listen to it not because of like. I think Sia's a great artist and everything, but like Christmas albums are moneymakers. That's all they
Yeah.
are, you know. So it's
Right,
like,
but
We just
you
wanna
never
hear it.
really hear new Christmas music. You hear people covering songs.
Yeah.
and yeah, and
But
I'm
you
all
don't
for
hear-
that. I'm all for like 3 or 4 originals on an album, but it's like. I'm also like, if I'm hearing that Sia's doing a Christmas album,
you want
I
the
want to hear her
classics.
I wanna
take.
hear her
I want to
version.
hear how she takes how she takes a song and turns it around and
yeah.
puts it into her own
Yeah,
version.
yeah, true.
Like
So
many people did that before. You know, Mariah Carey,
Yep.
the Braxtons, Toni Braxton, Whitney Houston. I can go on and on. Like so many artists that made their own Christmas album, like their own music, and I love each and every one of them because it's like they're
Yeah,
unique.
but it's so different for it to be Sia out of all people.
Yeah.
Sia, you know?
I think it's cool. I think Christmas albums, I like them. I support them. I think it's very interesting, like pop Christmas songs, like new releases, because it's like you never know when like someone's gonna create like Ariana Grande's like Santa Tell Me.
Yeah,
I
that's
think is
different.
one
I
of
love
the
that.
like that's like a classic like every
Yeah, it
Christmas
is.
season.
Yeah.
Now since she released
Yeah.
that, I'm looking forward to hearing that on the radio. So like I think it's cool that you can make those classes, but I also think like within the album you gotta have
Some sort
the Santa Claus coming to town. You gotta
Yeah.
have
There's many.
the Last Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's many
Yeah.
versions of Last Christmas, This Christmas, Santa Claus coming to town. It's just like I just like hearing it over and over. Like,
Yeah.
I can
Wow.
listen to like the same song all day, as long as it's by different artists, different
Yeah.
tempo. Like I just
Yeah,
like
but
that.
the new music is innovative. Like, you know, it gives you a bit spice in what you expect.
Yeah.
Regular Christmas
Yeah,
music
it's a
gives you
nice,
that
it's a nice
spice.
refresh.
Have
from
you
what
guys
we
wait?
get.
Speaking of refreshes, have you guys heard DMX's version of what was it? What is the song he does?
It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed
I
Reindeer,
think
I
it's
believe.
good.
Really?
It's good.
I have not. I'm about to put that on my playlist right now.
Have you heard Kanye's Christmas in Harlem? Another
No.
classic.
Wow,
Another
you-
classic to listen to at Christmas time.
Yeah, if you guys,
Christmas music.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised how many artists do Christmas albums that you would just like, cause like no one thinks about them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like you're not gonna like Sia's new album. It's a great listen. It's great to have new music around the holidays. But like if you're looking back at it, like you're not gonna be like, okay, that was an album that like
yeah.
did well for her or did
you,
bad for her.
you weren't ready for it either.
Yeah,
so.
like- So all for them. I feel like they can't hurt, but I don't think they
I
help.
wonder how long does it take to do Christmas albums? Because you got to start this ahead of time. Probably like months before, but you're already singing about Christmas.
Well,
Yeah.
I
It's
remember
July.
when Justin Bieber released his. He released it in October, and everyone was
Yeah,
like, "Justin,
that's
what
what
are you
everybody-
doing?"
Do you think they ever get tired?
Because it's kind of rolling around.
Yeah.
Like October goes by very fast, and it hits November. So
What are your guys' favorites Christmas songs?
mine is "Oh Santa" by Mariah Carey. I also got like a lot of other songs by her, but that's like my all-time. As soon as I listen to that song, I'm like, up, Christmas is around the corner. So.
I like Wham's Last Christmas. I think I more so liked it more ever since he died. And it's
Yeah.
kind of depressing how he died on Christmas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like that little 80s vibe
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
And also, what's that one song? Oh, I can't think of it right now, but it goes like she's asking for all this stuff from Santa. Santa Baby. Yeah, Santa Baby.
Santa Baby.
Yeah. I feel like that's like me, like a convertible, you know,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
diamond ring. You
My
know.
favorite Christmas album of all time is Hilary Duff, "Walking Down Santa Claus Lane." It's an oldie. It's really old. I think it was 8 when it was released.
Oh my God.
But my
Wow.
sisters and I swear by it. It's really great. You guys should all look it up
Yeah.
on Spotify.
I'm a huge sucker for anything that's big band sound with your big band voice. So like Michael Bublé, Josh Groban,
Oh, I like Michael Bublé.
anything that's really classic like that.
He,
So,
his voice is just like his voice is Christmas.
yeah, it's so
You know, like, he's got
smooth
one of
and
those
Every time you hear him
voices.
sing it, you
Yeah.
think- even if it's not even a Christmas song, you're
Yeah.
like, is this a Christmas
Yeah.
song?
Yeah. You just like think it's time.
I've definitely done that before.
And Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas" will always be like a classic
Yeah.
album. In
Yeah.
fact,
As much as you don't want it to happen,
yes.
like
In
as soon as
fact,
it
it's
comes around.
22
Yeah.
on iTunes right now as like the charts. So I'm like, the album every year,
Every
Christmas
year.
rolls around.
Did you see
They
that?
play it like 5 times an hour.
Did you guys see that video of her like squatting on like an invisible chair? Like she's like signing autographs at like a concert and she's like squatting down and she's literally like her legs are literally a 90-degree angle and someone tweeted and was like, Mariah Carey must get like special powers like when like the holidays roll around because
She probably steals some from Santa, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
I seen an interview of her, I think in October or something. She had already had her Christmas tree up. I'm like, she's ready.
Here it
I'm
comes.
just hoping that, you know, this year is better for her because, you know, last year they were talking about how she was singing and her mic feed, talking about
Oh
all
yeah,
the
that was
memes
bad.
went
That
around.
was
Yeah,
really,
that was
really bad.
I'm like, I don't think I want to
And
go
I
see
mean,
her
like, I
concert.
feel bad for her because, you know, all these years she was able just to belch out anything. And now as she's getting older, she is making it's more hard for her.
Yeah, but like also though, it's like she's going to have like she had like any other artist if that happened to them last year, career ending. But it's like Christmas. Where's Mariah Carey?
Yeah,
like it's
where
just
you
like
at?
you know like
So I guess that, you know, album that since she has Christmas music, that kind of like brought her back out because since then she probably has, you know, went under the radar because
Yep.
people were just going bashing her, and I'm like, oh my God, poor Mariah.
Yeah.
So talking about new Christmas releases, well, we've got an old one here that's still pretty controversial. I can't say
oh
that.
yeah.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. Now, I don't know. I don't see it as like a sexual predator type thing because if you consider when it was written,
Right,
right,
exactly.
back in the 1950s,
That's the same.
Shall we
Were a
look
lot
at
of
the
I
lyrics?
think well, regardless of if it's actually like predatorial or not, it's still a creepy song.
It
Well,
is.
no, not back when it was written. Like when she goes, "What's in this drink?" She's actually saying, "I want more." She wants more drink.
about
Yes.
that?
We'll have to
You have to do a little bit of research on
we'll
that.
have to do some researching on the dialect of.
Like
Of the
she's saying,
50s.
I really can't
50s,
stay.
yeah.
Baby, it's cold outside. I got to go. Like every time she tries to go, you're like, no, you should stay back. No, stay. And then eventually, which is weird, it turns to him at the other half of the song. So I mean, it could be predatory, but
If it switches, I don't
it
think
switches.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it switches.
That
but
song
in the
did give us a
beginning-
great cinematic moment in Elf. So I appreciate it for that.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, when I first heard that song, I'm like, she's trying to leave, and you keep holding her back. Like, weirdo, stop.
I think in our day and age, you kind of have to think of it as it has deeper meaning rather than just the words on top. You know how like you read a poem.
You know what year
or,
it came out?
What year did it come out? You know.
So look that up. Because you're talking about has some historical
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So maybe.
It was sometime in the 50s. Well, regardless if it's creepy or not, it is one of the classics.
They
And
play it every year.
yeah,
all the
and it's like
time.
I'll sing along when it comes on the radio.
Yeah.
No, my favorite one is
1954.
I think my favorite though is the one it's like da da da. Well, I can't do it right now. That's not it. It's like wait, it's like
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, that one gets me every time. Okay, moving on. Grammys 2018.
I'm so
Love
excited.
it.
I'm ready
Time of
for
the
it.
year. Thoughts on this year's nominations? Who deserved? Who got snubbed? What do you guys think?
I'm here for it.
Despacito. Let's talk
I'm
about
over
that
it.
first.
I
They
cannot
played that
stand
all
Despacito.
The time.
I don't even know why it's on here.
I can't even say it. Like, listen, like the lyrics. I'm like, I didn't know
It's
the song.
awful.
Don't even
I
know what
it's
it's
a
saying.
hit.
It's not awful, but it's like
Yeah, it's just annoying.
I hear it has some sexual meaning, but kids are singing this song, so
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this song that nobody knows what it means, but somebody tells me that, you know, those lyrics
Pretty
mean
raunchy.
something.
Yeah.
But kids are just talking about Despacito. I'm like,
I think I would like it better if Justin Bieber wasn't on it.
Yeah.
I just
agree.
I have a personal
That's on the
vendetta
record.
against
Oh,
Justin
okay.
Bieber. So
he probably doesn't even know what he's singing. Honestly, he's
He
like, look,
doesn't-
put these lyrics, sing these
No,
lyrics.
literally.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is also the first year where I'm trying to find it. It's the first year where there's like not one white guy.
male.
Yeah. Nominated
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Yeah.
for
I
like
read
the
that
top
somewhere.
categories.
Wow.
I think that's pretty cool. But I do have to take some umbrage with it because where are the ladies at?
Right?
Actually,
But let's talk-
SZA,
So,
she's
Yeah.
the most
Yep.
nominated.
Yeah.
She's
She's
No.
there, but that's it. But then also though I will say it was a quiet year for women and
Yeah,
females
it
in
was.
music.
But let's talk about the record of the year. The record of the year could be Redbone, Despacito, The Story of OJ, Humble, or 24K Magic.
With the album, I definitely think it's or the record.
Redbone,
It's
or
either
Humble.
Redbone, Humble, or
Redbone?
24K.
Yeah, I was to say 24K.
I
Well,
think
okay, record of the year is different from
Record
song
is just,
of the year.
Well, record is like single. Can it be a
Yeah,
single?
single.
Yeah, I know there's a
Yeah.
difference.
The
I can't
song of
remember-
the year. Oh yeah, the song of the year's nominees are Despacito, 444,
Yeah.
Issues, 1-800-273-8255.
Oh yeah.
Then That's What I Like. But Despacito has 4.4 billion views on YouTube, and it's Billboard. It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 16 weeks.
I don't
which
like
is like,
I hope like I don't know because like the only reason it's there is because of Bieber.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And like so
Sure.
it's like okay, that's a popularity contest,
Just like
you know?
Magenta with Beyonce, she did her remix and then shot up to the charts.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah,
You know, that
just
song
because
is
it stays there for a long time, and people
And-
listen to it a lot, doesn't mean they actually like it. It might just be a
On the radio,
passing
yeah,
fad.
yeah.
Like if you think of like the new song Gucci Gang, right? That's a passing.
But then on
fad.
top of that, 444 has 8 Grammy nominations.
Yeah. This was a huge year for hip hop and R&B because it's really dominating. Snubs, what do you guys think? Do you think anyone you think should have maybe gotten nominated and they did not? I know I
Is
saw
Demi nominated?
No,
Oh,
she didn't get nominated.
try again.
Try again next year.
I love Demi.
I know,
I'll
I
pray for
know.
her.
I'm a Bruno Mars fan. I think
Is
that
Selena
I want him to
nominated? Oh, she
clean
can
up.
She didn't do anything this year.
Yeah.
Good.
I want Bruno Mars to clean up because I'm a huge fan of his.
You
but,
think
you
so?
know, there's a lot of good things. Like 444, everybody loves Jay-Z. Jay-Z came out with this album that's, out of nowhere, and everybody's like crazy about it. Then Bruno
Yeah.
Mars drops this funky album,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bruno Mars because I like his use of instruments.
Yeah.
He's very
I just like his
instrumental.
style, like in general. Like Bruno, like he's a good performer too. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to put on a show. Like from when he did that Super Bowl performance with Beyonce,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was like
He's been to the Super Bowl twice.
twice. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome last year.
I love his performances.
Like I was screaming my TV screen while everybody's watching. I would be like, Bruno!
Yeah.
Yes. 'cause
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's
My
definitely
biggest
amazing.
issue with the Grammy nominations comes in the Best New Artist category because Dua Lipa was not nominated, and
Who was nominated?
it's Julia Michaels, Alessia Cara. I feel like she's been around forever.
Yes.
Like she's not a new artist anymore.
Right.
Khalid deserves. I'm really happy for him. I'm happy he
Yeah.
got that nomination because that album is very good.
Who?
Khalid or
Khalid.
Khalid, whatever Khalid. Lil Uzi Vert and SZA or SZA. What how do you spell it?
SZA.
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 SZA. I think
She came
SZA's
out of
gonna win.
nowhere.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did.
SZA or Khalid is gonna win.
I feel like I remember when I first heard her was when she was on Rihanna's anti-album with whatever the first song is that plays. I forgot, but I heard. So I'm like, who is this girl singing? I'm like, oh, she sounds pretty good. The next thing you know, like a year later, this one's I heard. I'm like, oh, this is the girl
She
from the
just
Rihanna
pops out of
album.
nowhere. you know?
She has a beautiful voice. She's like
Yeah.
nominated. Where's it at? I got it right here. She is nominated for like 4 or 5. She is nominated for Best New Artist, Best Rap Song with Travis Scott with Love Galore. She's also nominated for Best Rap Song, Best R&B Song with Supermodel, Best Urban Contemporary Album with Control, and Best R&B Performance with The Weeknd. So I'm like,
She's
wow.
out there. She gonna get something.
She gonna get something.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but this is the issue I have with Dua is she had one of the best pop albums of the year, and then she got gypped. So I think so, but we'll see.
Do you think stuff that comes out earlier in the year has
I
less
think
of a
so.
chance of being
Yeah.
part of the Grammys?
I agree.
And that's why everybody drops their
I don't
album
know.
at the end of
Is
the year.
Taylor nominated?
No, but hers wasn't in the category. It wasn't in the eligibility. Like she'll be nominated for next year.
Oh, so the year.
Yeah,
okay.
so it didn't count.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. The Grammys this year are on January 28th, so we'll see who comes out on top.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Let's also
Lastly,
talk about the.
Cardi B.
Cardi
Oh
B.
yeah, Cardi B.
nominated.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, happy for her.
She is
So
nominated for Best Rap Song and also Best Rap Performance with Bodak Yellow. Like, this is like her ultimate hit to get her started. Like, she has made so much money off this song, and
Right.
it's gotten her
This
so much
song.
publicity. Like, I love it. Like, her lyrics is just like this. Like, really.
I wonder what
encouraging.
will she do afterwards. Like, what's the next?
I heard she just
next
released
song?
she got a new song coming soon, but it's like, I kind of been waiting for a while, but it's just like she still.
Is
just,
it going to top this one?
It's pretty
I don't
hard.
think nothing gets. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's gonna be
it'll
pretty
be hard. It'll be
Like,
hard.
when you do something really good,
Yeah.
it's hard to do that same exact thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
So-
definitely been repeated throughout history. So
Yeah.
So we'll see. So I think that's all we have for our holiday edition of Video Chat Now. As always, stay tuned for more information and content from our featured artists and for panels with us as well. You can find us on all social media platforms at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You name it, we got it.
Yes.
My name is
Yeah.
Kelly. I'm here with.
James.
Sierra.
And Caleb.
And thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys.
Bye.
Sayonara.